The location of the mining truck job has changed. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and in today's video I just want to go through how there's been a transition from where the truck job used to be in mining to where it is now. So traditionally when people think about a truck driving job, they think about iron ore or coal on the surface and driving big dump trucks. Where now, because of the autonomous mining, so you can come over to the sponsors page here and have a look at the autonomous what's going on with autonomous trucks, and because you can use them in strip mines and they go round and around in a big circle, all the iron ore mines here in WA are in the process of transitioning into autonomous trucks. So for those that have seen this page already, this is my favourite page on Australian Mining magazine, not to be confused with Australia Dash Mining, which is a rip-off. So yeah, these guys, the magazine talks about how Rio wants to go 80% driverless by the end of 2020. BHP, they want to get their crews down to 800 people on site by the end of 2024. It's all the same. They're trying to save money doing this. So the days of driving these big dump trucks, people being in them, there'll still be a few jobs around, but the days of thousands of people doing it are over. It's moved. And where's it moved to? It's moved to hardrock underground. So if you type underground into Seek, you'll see all the jobs come up. And you don't have to go very far to find some entry-level nipper or truck jobs. And pretty much everybody around the country is having to hire entry-level people for their truck roles. They're all chasing experienced people. There aren't that many people about and there's lots of jobs, so everybody's, wanting to get experienced people if they can. But the reality is that they're having to hire new starters for all their truck roles. And you can see Barminco have got their job ads up in New South Wales and also here in WA. They've just recently lost the contract, or they've decided not to tender on a contract, depending on who you talk to, in Queensland. But everybody that's up there is just changing overalls like it's pretty much the standard, because there's so much demand around the place for people. So that's what this is all about, guys. If you've been looking for a mining job, have a look at reassessing to the underground space. You can do that using the sponsors training. Don't have to go very far to find a video about it if you come back to our Australian Mining for New Starters. It's got all the information in there that the employers want you to know as a new truck driver, and so if you can approach them knowing how their mine works, you genuinely have got something to offer them. The DIY package only costs $495, so it's a really good way to go and set yourself up. And like I said, it's where the jobs are at the moment. The underground truck job is the job that everybody's looking for at the moment. It's just that the media hasn't caught on to it. They're still sending everybody in the direction of surface jobs. And this article that the ABC's just released today is all about how it's really good to be in WA, but only if you're working in the mining industry. And they've got a picture of a big surface dump truck, where the reality is that pretty shortly that'll be remote if it's not already. Well, it's not already, because it's all on the same. You can see the digger behind, so it wouldn't be on remote there. The digger would have to be up above for it to be on remote. But you get the point that, there's lots of jobs, and they're all saying that there's lots of jobs in mining, but the only problem is that the media keep pointing everybody in the wrong direction. So it's all about hard rock underground at the moment. If you want to get an entry-level truck job, that's where the hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs are. Like I said, every employer around the country is looking. We have our mining jobs to apply for page, where we load up all the jobs from around the country that we think you should be applying for once you've done the training. And like I said, if you want a truck driver's job, the easiest way in is to do the Intro to Underground Mining, the DIY package. Make sure that you understand exactly how the mine works, and then apply. All the instructions on how to redo your resume are in the back of the mining seminar here, as well as interview prep. And also you can apply directly for Aries Resources, because their details are in the back there to apply directly to them. So that's where I'd go for a truck driver's job these days. It's moved from the surface, guys. There are still a few surface truck driving jobs going around, but for the most part, the majority of people that are still trying to chase that iron ore job, you're chasing something from the past, that they are determined to go driverless. You know, they really nailed their colours to the wall over going driverless. So if you want a truck driver's job these days, you know, that underground's the way to go. It's where all the jobs are. And because there's only one way in and out and they can't run the trucks remotely in an exclusion zone in a decline situation, they're not going to be replacing the truck drivers anytime soon. So it's the other good thing about it is that you won't be just in the industry for 5 minutes. If you jump into that area of the industry now, you'll get a good long-term career out of it, which is what everybody's after. So I hope that you found that information helpful, and if you've got any more questions you'd like answered about the industry, please send them through, and if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.